Mate, so we video a lot of our cars, and we haven't bothered with this one today, but I heard so much noise going on, I thought, there's a few mods going on, we better start documenting what we're doing to this car.
There's a lot going on with the vehicle, with some extensive modifications.
I can see.
The purists aren't going to like it, but who cares? But before we get into that, you better tell us a little bit more about this vehicle.
About what it was?
Yep.
Because it's going to be a different vehicle when it's finished, isn't it? So this one came to us, the client bought a 1964 40 Series Ute Land Cruiser, and it was a 135F, it was a 3-speed, you've driven it.
It started up on the button.
Yeah. So as you said, it's going to upset a few purists, but we're about to transform it. It's getting a rebuilt engine, box.
Yep.
Well, it's 2H, turbo, power steer, disc brakes, box, boost cop pump. A lot of things we do, but you've just dismantled it. And what's going on with your work on this one?
Because of the modifications that are going on with this vehicle, the firewall's not going to work. We're going to have a booster, so master for the disc brakes. We're also going to have a steering column to the 60 series power steering conversion.
Yep.
Yeah, so
shock towers are gone.
Yeah, the shock towers are gone there. So we're going to have new towers on there. This firewall here is just not going to work. Obviously, we've got the solid steering column.
Yep.
You've got the solid support, the straight down support, and the master and the clutch master and brake master round the wrong way. So. Doesn't work, or probably could make it work, but just a lot of work going into it.
Yep.
So we dumped that from out in the yard. We've got HJ47. Now the
1980s.
The rest of this vehicle was toast.
Yeah.
You can still see a little bit of the corrosion.
Yeah, pitting. Yep.
This was a good part. So we've unstitched this, cut the firewall out of it, unpicked all the spot welds, and this is going to go in here, something like that. We're going to puddle weld in all those, and we're butt welding down the side here, and we're going to lap weld down the bottom for strength.
And you recreate all them spot welds?
Yeah, recreate all that. Yep. And then we're ready for our booster, our steering column down to
the modern steering column.
Yeah, that's it. So this is the best way to go around it, best way for strength and all that in the firewall, because there's been a lot of pressure obviously on and off with the brakes and the clutch.
So we won't tidy up and scurf or paint anything until she's all assembled. And I've noticed inside the shed already the 2H is fully rebuilt, the race pumps on, the 5 speeds rebuilt. So you're at a stage now, you're just prepping the car for that all to go in.
So we're going to do the firewall. We're going to do the shock towers, the fish plate for the 60 series power steer, and then we're ready to go. Then we can start mocking everything up. Obviously we've got cross member from a late model going in there as well. So yeah, gearbox cross member. Yeah.
And one of the advantage to the 2H is this was a 135F engine in its day, but we don't do nothing with the chassis for the engine.
Bolt straight in.
Plug and play, sort of.
Just the gearbox.
You alter the floor, and we're going to keep the handbrake cable where it was and do some custom work there. And so to do all this, put in the modern axles.
Yeah, we've got the 411s in there now.
Yep, and that's got the 60 series backing plates and
everything.
So
it will look. You know, its facade will be 1964.
Yep.
But the rest of it, underneath, all the running gear, everything else is going to be late.
Yeah, well, early 80s. Yeah. And apart from that, so that the client is actually taking care of upholstery at the moment. Yep. The car's got no tray at the moment. They're taking
very exciting stuff going on with this tray.
Yeah.
The guy came down. I'm really excited about seeing this.
Yeah, watch this space.
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll definitely have to have that later on in the episode as that all unfolds.
Yeah, definitely.
And, but for now, we're going to let you mock this up.
That's it.
And let's put an engine in there.
Start tacking out, mate.
Yeah, excellent, mate. Good one. So a blink of an eye, and a lot's happened in a couple of weeks. There's a lot of stuff plumbed up in here. And,
certainly is.
Where I left off chatting to you about it, the firewall, she's done. What's going on with the braking system here?
That's all been welded in now. We've got our lap joints. We've puddle welded all that in, and it's come up a treat actually. Really, really good. The pedal box is in there inside. You've got the 80 series booster, the 80 series master there. It's everything's where it needs to be for this uprated front end that we got in the front.
It looks factory, doesn't it? It looks like that has always been here, and that's the whole idea.
Yep.
I noticed it's just got a coat of black paint. They're leaving the patina for a couple of years.
That's it, and
we're running this look.
That's it. So we've just covered it with that. to protect it for now, and it's the best stuff going. It's never going to rust.
Blends in well.
Yeah.
And so everything else that's come along, I noticed the power steer, the 2H is all put in place. The whistle and soot, it's all plumbed up.
Yep.
You've got the airbox to go
The
in.
airbox, that's one of the next things. We've just been plumbing up some of the pipe work down here, the pyro sensor, so we just needed it out of the way for now. We've got the 4-inch snorkel all the way up the side to go on there.
They've got to drill a big hole in the guards.
Big hole in the guards, very cool. Yeah,
Bring it on.
We've done a lot of cutting and shutting on this 1964, that's for sure, so yeah.
And the 5-speeds in, you've been doing a bit of work on the, it's not just moving the holes, but the 5-speed sits up a bit, doesn't it?
That's right, yeah, so we've got the 5-speed there, we've got the HA47 cross member.
Yep.
We bolted that to the side, so that's all where we want it to be. So we put the original tunnel back in to see if it's just a case of moving the holes, and that needed to come up. The whole tunnel needed to move up about 1.5 inches.
Yeah, you've got it there.
Yeah. So
and tell, mate.
So what we've done, this is, so look, we're running out of 47 plates, cover plates, right? So we've got heaps of 60 series ones out here. So we've grabbed one of those and we've grafted it in to the tunnel here, and then we're able to use the 60 series boots, and it will just look like top notch. Do you know what I mean?
Really nice.
Even under there.
Again, they're leaving the patina in it. There's a couple of little holes they want left alone.
They want left alone. Yep. So yeah, that's it, and that's come up. I'm really pleased with that. It's going to look good. So watch this space.
Yeah, well done. I noticed we'll add this as well. This is love the Terra looms. It's got like a dirty black looking patina rig, and so these are the black Terra looms going there. They're all legal ADR.
Yeah, that's it, and they look really good, man. It gives that real good sort
of. It's going to be tough looking when it's done.
Yeah, real good.
So we've only got a few more weeks on this one. The customer's picking it up. So some more stuff to go. I see all the new looms.
Yeah, we'll pop this back down.
A little bit of wiring to go there.
We've got the Claude ACL. He's done another great job on this loom. So it's all. You know, we've got extras here, spotties and all that. It's all integrated into the loom. If you look over there, you've got modern relays, the consumer unit, modern fuses. And then just under the booster there, with that nice little bracket, you've got MIDI fuses. Now that does away with all the fusible links that everybody has so much trouble with on the 40s. And so that brings it into the modern world. Reliability is what it's all about, you know.
So what's today? We're a lot of plumbing tail shaft. I see Max was underneath.
Yeah, so we've got the tail shafts going in, we've got double cardinal. Now this is a short wheelbase, so it wasn't our usual length for the 5-speed upgrade, so we had to get those done with a new measurement, and the tunnel will be going in, and we'll be getting the dash in. The steering column, so we've got the I think it's here. Yep, we've got the
all resplined.
All resplined, ready to go. Yep. We've got the 75 series intermediate shaft there, so that's all. It's all in there, ready to go. So
our shock towers.
Yep.
Been welded into place.
So yeah, it's coming on in the next few days. So look, in the past we've started them up before they're ready. This one, I'm so excited about it. We're going to leave it till it's turnkey. I want to be able to start it first time. We've turned it over.
Seen you turn it over.
Get some oil pressure up. Okay, so there's oil all around the system, but I want that initial start up to be on the key. Yeah.
Excellent. So I guess we're going to revisit this one. Right at the end when we get to jump in it and
go for a bell. Definitely. Looking forward to it.
We might have to do it on milk crate.
That's right, I was just going to say.
It leaves here, it doesn't leave here with the roadworthy, it goes and gets some custom seat frames made and fitted in there and the tub fitted, and then we'll probably have it back for some fine tuning.
That's right, well, we will do,
a bit of a shakedown.
Because it goes off straight to get the tub, was it?
It goes seats and tubs. So,
cool.
And then let us have a little bit more of a play with it.
Nice one.
So yeah, we'll check in again on this one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So here we are. Not only is the build finished, it's back here at Mr Landcruiser for its first 1000k service and shakedown. And what a shakedown. This one, so it's been gone for 1000 k's. In that time, it's done Landcruiser Mountain a couple of times. They've gone wheeling in it, they push it, and it goes like a shower of shit. It is a great little vehicle. Now you've got to remember, everything, rebuilt engine, rebuilt box, rebuilt diffs, brand new turbo system, the power steering, loom, all custom built. Some interior we'll go and have a look at, the tray we'll talk about, but it's mechanically, it's like a brand new car. So driving this one, we get to drive a lot of things, but driving this one, and the weight of the thing, it weighs nothing. So she ups and boogies. So we'll go for a drive in it in a minute, but so stoked with the way that this has come out. Since it's been gone, in that 1,000 Ks, they've gone and done some custom stuff. They've chosen Yokohama, some 33s, and some steel Sun Raisers to go with it. They've also, when it was here last, it didn't have the tray. It's been great. I've seen some photos on the internet and people are saying, cool tray, that's definitely factory and genuine for sure, but credit to the guy, Pierre, in Beaudesert, who's made it. He does neat custom work, and at the back there's a few things that set it off from a tray you'd find in the day. We'll have a look at the back. We've sourced, it's got the bumperettes back on there, we've sourced the number plate holder, all genuine, but if you have a look close here, Pierre's recessed the brake lights into the tray itself for a little bit of protection, and just little things like the hinges with the grease nipples on there, the little detail that this gentleman's gone to, and he's got the tie downs inside the tray. He's done, this is a brand new custom made tray for this vehicle, and does it look, period. It is excellent. There's also some custom work inside. It's they've gone some bucket seats and stuff. I struggle getting in here, so I'm just going to walk around the other side and stand there because it's not made for tall guys like me, and we'll have a look inside the vehicle and what's going on now that it's done. The interior, 1964. They've kept this as, they want the look, they want the stock look, so the dash is very, very cool. Now there was a gaping hole in the dash, so it was already there. So that's where we've put the only really modern thing in there was EGTs and the boost, whacked it in that big ass hole right in the middle. Apart from that, it's just the whole interior. They've wanted, it's like the outside that they're going for a look. Now the seats are not going for an old look. The seats are out of a 79 series, and they are bucket seats. They've had them reupholstered in, it's an Italian leather, and they have come up beautiful. They're very comfy to sit in. Even the headrest, you'll notice, any Metallica fans will notice the headrest has got the little Metallica symbol. They've had all this custom to their requirements. They've had the seat frames modified to house these seats, but it's still carrying the fuel tank under the driver's seat and the factory toolbox underneath the passenger seat. It's all still there, and you can utilize the lot. A couple little things. This is 1964, so I do know that all your knobs, like your hazard, your wipers, they've been updated. So this has got a brand new HJ47 loom. So a lot of those old plugs don't work. So some of the switches, for the purist or the guy that knows the 1960s, will know that they've been updated. Things like the handbrake handle, that was a chrome handle. That stopped in 67, so that's still there. And that's where we do our thing and make custom cables and do what we have to. And talk about custom, the windscreen wipers stopped, I believe, in 1965. They went to a single motor, but up the top here, you've got a motor for each wiper. And so in 64 they had them, and having the new loom, we've restored both motors like brand new now. It's great to see we haven't had to update things like that. Where we can keep some cool original stuff, it's just worked really well for this vehicle. That's it. You've got a modernised steering wheel from the later on in the 70s, because we've resplined a shaft for power steering, and you've got a 5-speed gear stick. Just a couple of little things that throws it into the modern world. Otherwise, they've nailed, we've nailed the look that they've wanted, 1964. So this is her, you've got to check this out. The chrome strip from its day. A lot that come in here, you don't see that too often. It's cool that it's there, it's all dinted up. It's a 2-piece bonnet from its day, so they're not, the whole car's got this patina. It's got a few dents, it's got surface rust, it's got mixed matched black paint. So they've really nailed and got the look they want. We're still sourcing some weather strips from America for them, but otherwise this is it, and I think that's pretty damn cool to see one of them still on a car. But we're done, we're actually done. And our client Bree that owns this, she's done 1,000 Ks, she's been wheeling in it, she's been camping in it, she's been using it as a daily and over the moon. So we'll just quickly recap that this came in here as a 1964 F135 petrol engine with a 3-speed, drum brakes. It was drivable, but in who knows what condition. So now it's got a 2H, fully rebuilt. It's got power steering, brand new components, modified the chassis. It's got a 5-speed gearbox, fully rebuilt. It's got disc brakes and a new front axle, all rebuilt. It's got the rear axle with the backing plates for a handbrake and all the drums, the diff, center, all rebuilt. So it's everything. And it's not just the things that attach to all this is all brand new. You've got booster upgrades, you've got the ACL loom, little things, headlights and bulbs and everything. It's all brand spanking new for an old car with an old patina. But the real fun about this thing is actually driving it. It is a little rocket. So I'm going to go for a little squirt now. Any excuse to drive this one, because 2H's cop a bit of stick for being slugs, but with the turbo and the weight of this thing, she's really got some boogie. So I'll kick her in the guts and jump in with me and we'll go for a little whirl. So she's a tight squeeze for a guy like me. The client that owns this is a female and she's a lot shorter than I am. Once I'm in here, she's real comfy. 2H now, so we glow it back. Kick her in the guts. And we get up it. This thing got some boogie. I have to actually watch my speed limits here, or the lack of them. You've done well, the boys at Mr Landcruiser. Worked as a team to get this one on the road, and she is fun to drive. Sad bit is I've got to return it and give it back to the client. But until then, I'm going to give her a few more squirts. Woo!